Hi, y'all. My name is Marlissa. This is at Word from Mars. Whoops, at Word from Mars Tarot. All right. And today I'm here to do a new moon reading with you. All right. The new moon is on Wednesday in the sign of Aquarius. And those placements fixed signs will be the most, impacted by them. If you have an Aquarius placement in your sun or rising, near 9 degrees, or if it's hitting in certain houses for you, based off of your rising sign, you may want to look into that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to look into your birth chart and all that. I am not a birth chart reader, and I don't offer that service. But maybe you can find someone who can. All right. So as far as the new moon goes, it's a great time for setting intentions and goals. It marks the beginning of the phase during which the moon grows in its illumination, which is ideal for watching your intention grow. But also, this new moon could maybe feel a little bit like a full moon. Like, I feel like it's both energies, right? Because there's a lot of transformation going on. So just be mindful of that. It may feel like a full moon, a little bit like you're having to release, or you're feeling called to release things, like because you're transforming into something new. So you may be releasing and then manifesting what's to come. All right. So this is going to be the new moon reading for cardinal signs: Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. So what should the new moon intention be for the cardinal signs? What should the new moon intention be for the cardinal signs? What should the new moon... Okay. Why is this the intention? Okay. How can the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, best incorporate this intention into their life? Okay, and what's the outcome or lesson for this new moon phase? Okay. All right, so your new moon intention, cardinal signs, is to flow. All right, so cardinal signs are known to be, big leaders and all of that. However, I feel like sometimes with being a leader can come being like bossy or stuck in your ways, or, not realizing that you're going to have to go with the flow a bit more. This is your new moon intention because when you are so restrictive, or when you're not listening to other people, or you're not willing to change or to flow, if you will, which the one consistent in life is that life is always going to change. So when you're not doing that, it causes you pain. All right. Like, you end up being in a great deal of pain because you're so stubborn. Like, it's like, no, I'm not going with that. No, I'm not going for that. No, I'm not taking your suggestion. No, I'm not listening to that. And it also supports you in being frustrated. All right. So you can best incorporate going with the flow, but I feel like meditating more, all right? Because we have the consciousness card here, which I'm going to end up reading once I get to it here. So consciousness is our ability to feel and sense what is around us and within us, and to tap into a deeper universal connection. Allow yourself to go beyond yourself and your ego. Tune into this consciousness deeply as you move forward on your journey. So I hear, again, like meditating, I hear prayer, all right? You have to tap into a deeper universal connection. You have to be bigger than yourself, and you don't have to, but you're being called to. Your ego is really big. So if you are a Aries, Libra, Capricorn, or Cancer, sun or rising sign, you want to make sure your ego is in check. And the lesson, the outcome or lesson for this new moon phase is for you to be cautious. Like, some of you are just not being mindful. All right. There's something that you're not being, mindful, about. And it's like, hey, this is a warning. I feel like this is a warning reading. Like, if you don't start making some changes, and if you don't start going with the flow, it's going to cause you the most imaginable pain that you can ever think of, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. All right. Like, you will literally not be okay. Like, you don't always have, um, the best answer. All right. Like, just FYI. All right. So also, the outcome of this is to slow down. All right. Caution. It says this card is a signal not to rush things. It asks you to slow down and listen to your inner voice. If something doesn't feel right about the situation that you're in, ask questions, honor your intuition, and proceed with care. All right. So, and maybe taking the advice, or for some of you, maybe it's not like just automatically listening to things automatically either, because we can do that and that can get us in trouble too. So maybe you need to be a little bit more inquisitive about things that like come towards you, and more like, resistant. Still flow, but think it over a little bit. Yeah. It's important to keep in mind that currents can be very strong and water always gets to where it wants to go. So yeah, gotta be adaptable and, be willing to change, okay? What's the deep moon magic message for this group? That came out automatically. I seek balance and grounding. I seek balance and grounding. So for some of you all, when you remember that consciousness card? All right. Like, you're to manifest going with the flow. How you're going to go about that is by increasing your consciousness level. So consciousness is connected to how grounded you are as a person. So I feel like this message is hitting heavy for Libra and Cancer placements, even if it's not just your sun and rising sign, but that's kind of, I feel a water energy. And I don't know, when it said I see balance and grounding, it reminds me of Libras for sure. Okay. So that is what I have for you all. Please get your manifestations up and out. All right. It doesn't even just have to be related to this reading. You can get your other manifestations up as well. But keep these things in mind too. Make sure you watch for your sun and your rising sign. All right. Love y'all. See you next time. Make sure you like and subscribe.